In this video, we are going to discuss about Cousel and Lewis theories. This theory explains about the type of bonds present between the atom, especially Ionic bond and the covalent bond. Let us see what is Cousel and Lewis theory. This theory is also known as a chemical bond theory or else a electronic theory of valency. These are the other names of this Cousel and Lewis theory. According to this theory, outermost energy level is known as valence shell, and the electrons present in the valence shell are considered as valence electron. Electrons present in the inner shell, that is, except the outermost shell, all the electrons present in the inner shell are considered as core electrons. Here, the nucleus plus the inner electrons are considered as kernel as per Cousel-Lewis theory. Let us see with the diagram. If you see here, the outermost shell present in the atom is considered as the valence shell, and all other shells, that is all other energy levels which are present in the atom except the outermost shell, is considered as inner shell, and the nucleus plus inner shell is considered as kernel as per Cousel-Lewis theory. Remember here, the electrons present in the outermost shell are considered as the valence shell electrons. These play a major role in formation of bonds by the atoms. According to this theory, an atom must possess 8 electrons in the outermost shell for stability, as we have discussed in the previous video also, where we have seen the octet rule, that is, should have 8 electrons in the outermost shell in order to attain the stability. The reason for this one is the most stable atoms in the periodic table are the zero group elements, which consist of Ns2, Np6 as the outermost shell electronic configuration. Hence, all the elements try to acquire 8 electrons in their outermost shell or outermost orbit, and this configuration is considered as octet configuration. The atoms which have octet configuration in the outermost shell are considered as the most stable atoms. Atoms can attain the stable configuration or else the octet configuration either by sharing the electrons or by transfer of electrons. Here we have prepared a tabular form. For the convenience, the first box of the tabular form indicates the type of bond, the second box indicates the number of electrons which are transferred or shared. The third box includes the other name of the bond which are discussed here, and the last one is nothing but the nature of the bond depends on which type of property, either it is electron affinity or electronegativity. We are going to see. First, we are going to discuss about the Ionic bond. Ionic bond, as you know, Ionic bond is formed because of transfer of electron. The number of electrons which are transferred between the atoms is considered as electrovalency. If someone asks you what is the electrovalency, it is nothing but the number of electrons which are transferred from one atom to another atom in order to form the Ionic bond. The other name of Ionic bond is Electrovalent Bond, and the nature of bond depends on the electropositivity and electronegativity nature of the atom. As you know, electropositivity is nothing but the tendency of the atom to release the electron, whereas the electronegativity is the tendency of the atom to attract the shared pair of electrons. These two properties are used in Ionic bond formation. As you know, covalent bond is nothing but the bond formed between the two atoms because of sharing of electron. Here, the number of electrons shared between the two atoms is considered as covalency, and the other name of this bond is dative bond. Remember, the other name of a covalent bond is dative bond. Here, the nature of bond depends on the electronegativity of both the atoms. This is the summary of Cousel and Lewis theory. It explains about the type of bonds. Remember, the most important thing in this theory is the atom attains the stability either by transfer of electron or by sharing of electrons.